Forget magnesium supplements. Take vitamins at night to rebuild muscle overnight. Did you know your body does its most important work when you are completely out of it? You hit the gym, you tear it all down, you feel that soreness creeping in, and you think the job is done. But have you ever thought about what happens next? Friends, the real magic. The actual construction of new muscle happens while you are deep in dreamland. This is where so many guys miss the boat. They focus on the pre-workout, the post-workout shake, but ignore the 8 hours your body is rebuilding. All right, let us get this one out of the way right off the bat because I see it everywhere. The magnesium myth. Cannot sleep? Sore muscles? Just pop a big magnesium pill before bed. Magnesium is important. It is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions, including muscle function and relaxation. You need magnesium. But megadosing every night to build muscle? That is plain wrong. For a lot of guys, a huge dose of magnesium, especially magnesium citrate, leads to upset stomachs and trips to the bathroom. It can act as a laxative. So, what is actually going on when you close your eyes? Why is sleep so absolutely critical for building muscle, for getting stronger, and for feeling your best? To really get it, you have to understand that when you sleep, your body doesn't just shut down. It flips a switch. It goes from daytime go mode to nighttime repair mode. All day long, you are breaking things down. You are working. You are stressing. You are lifting weights. Every step you take, every email you send, every single rep in the gym creates microscopic damage and depletes your energy stores. This is all catabolic activity. Think of it as controlled demolition. You're intentionally creating the need for repairs. But at night, that's when your body brings in the cleanup and construction crew. This is your anabolic window, and it's open for business for a solid 6 to 8 hours. If you're not taking advantage of this, you are leaving serious gains on the table. Now, this repair process isn't random. It happens in specific phases of sleep. You cycle through different stages, primarily non-REM or NREM and REM sleep. The real magic for muscle building happens in NREM stage 3, also known as deep sleep. This is the most restorative phase. Your breathing and heart rate are at their lowest, your muscles are fully relaxed, and blood flow to your muscles increases dramatically. This surge of blood delivers the oxygen and nutrients needed for repair. It's during this deep sleep stage that your body releases a massive surge of powerful hormones. The most important one is human growth hormone, or HGH. Think of HGH as the site foreman, blowing the whistle and telling everyone to get to work. It's the master signal for growth and repair. HGH is crucial for tissue repair, for muscle growth, and for bone strength. But the foreman doesn't do the work alone. HGH signals your liver to produce another powerful hormone called insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1. If HGH is the foreman, IGF-1 is the lead carpenter. It directly stimulates protein synthesis, the actual process of using amino acids from the protein you eat to rebuild those damaged muscle fibers, making them bigger and stronger. So HGH gives the order, and IGF-1 carries it out. At the same time this growth party is happening, something else critical occurs. Your stress hormone, cortisol, drops to its lowest level. This is huge, because cortisol is catabolic. It breaks down muscle tissue for energy. During the day, you need it for alertness and function. But at night, high cortisol would be like having a demolition crew on site while the construction crew is trying to build. By dropping cortisol levels, your body removes the breakdown signal and creates the perfect, unopposed environment for the build-up signals from HGH and IGF-1 to work their magic. This entire hormonal symphony is governed by your body's internal 24-hour clock, the circadian rhythm. This is why consistency is king. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends, trains your body to optimize this process. It learns when to expect to release HGH and when to suppress cortisol. An erratic schedule is like having your construction crew show up at random times, never knowing when the foreman will be there or if the demolition team is still working. You'll get some work done, but it will be inefficient and chaotic. To truly maximize your gains, you need to give your night crew a predictable, reliable, reliable schedule to do their best work night after night. Step 3. The vitamin D power play. Let us talk about a real powerhouse vitamin that is often overlooked for nighttime repair. Vitamin D. Most people think of it as the sunshine vitamin and only connect it to bone health or immune function. But friends, the research is clear. Vitamin D plays a massive role in muscle function strength recovery. Many men, especially those of us who work indoors or live in colder climates, are walking around with less than optimal levels of this crucial hormone like vitamin. And if your levels are low, your athletic performance and your ability to recover are taking a direct hit. Here is why it matters for your muscles. Vitamin D receptors are found directly on muscle tissue. This means vitamin D communicates directly with your muscles, helping to regulate their growth and contraction. Step 4. The collagen connection with vitamin C. Alright, let's move on to the next piece of our recovery puzzle. This one is a vitamin literally everyone has heard of, but almost no one in the fitness world uses to its full potential. We're talking about vitamin C. Now, I know what you're talking about, RQSG. I know what you're just thinking. Vitamin C is for when you feel a cold coming on, right? You chug some orange juice, pop a few tablets, and hope for the best. And yes, it's a fantastic immune system supporter. But if that's all you're using it for, you're missing out on one of its most critical jobs, especially as someone who trains hard. Rebuilding your body. After a tough workout, your body is in a state of controlled chaos. You've created microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. That's the point. But this process also generates a ton of oxidative stress and inflammation. Think of it as the debris and smoke left over after a demolition. Vitamin C is a powerhouse antioxidant. It swoops in like a cleanup crew, neutralizing those harmful free radicals and helping to manage that post-workout inflammation. This doesn't mean eliminating inflammation entirely. Some of it is a necessary signal for growth, but it means keeping it in check so it doesn't cause excessive damage or prolonged soreness. But that's just the opening act. Here's the main event. Vitamin C is absolutely non-negotiably essential for synthesizing collagen. Your body literally cannot create collagen without it. And what is collagen? It's the most abundant protein in your body. It's the structural glue that holds you together. It's the primary building block of your tendons, which connect muscle to bone, your ligaments, which connect bone to bone, and all the connective tissue that wraps around and supports your muscles. Think about it. When you lift heavy, you're not just challenging the muscle fibers. You're putting immense strain on that entire support structure. Every heavy squat, every pull-up, every press is yanking on your tendons and stressing your ligaments. If that connective tissue isn't strong and resilient, what happens? You get injuries, nagging tendinitis, joint pain, and setbacks that kill your progress. Building bigger, stronger muscles on a weak connective tissue foundation is like building a skyscraper on sand. It's a recipe for disaster. By ensuring you have enough vitamin C, you're giving your body the key ingredient it needs to repair and reinforce that crucial framework. So, how do we use this strategically? This is where the timing comes in. Research suggests that taking vitamin C along with a source of collagen precursors, like gelatin or hydrolyzed collagen, about 30 to 60 minutes your workout can be incredibly effective. This preloads your system with the building blocks right when you're about to create the stimulus for repair. A simple pre-workout snack could be some Greek yogurt mixed with a scoop of unflavored gelatin and a handful of berries, which are also a great source of vitamin C. Or you could simply mix collagen powder into some water with a vitamin C tablet. As for dosage, you don't need to megadose. For recovery purposes, a daily intake of 200 to 500 milligrams is often plenty to support collagen synthesis, on top of what you get from a healthy diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Of course, this is just a general guideline, and it's always a smart move to chat with a healthcare professional to figure out the perfect amount for your specific needs. The goal isn't just to avoid sickness, it's to build a more resilient, injury-proof body from the inside out. Step 5. B vitamins, your cellular mechanics. Let us talk about the unsung heroes of energy and repair, the B vitamins. This is not just one vitamin, but a whole family of them. They act like master mechanics and electricians of your cellular operations. You can have all the protein and other raw materials in the world, but without the B vitamins, your body cannot efficiently convert that protein into new muscle tissue. They are involved in everything from energy metabolism to creating red blood cells that carry oxygen to your muscles. They are absolutely fundamental to the entire repair process. Vitamin B6 is crucial for protein metabolism. It helps your body break down and use amino acids. Vitamin B9 and vitamin B12 support cell growth and repair, creating new, healthy cells to replace damaged ones. Step 6. The Casein Foundation and Final Blueprint. Alright team, welcome to the cornerstone of our entire night crew system. This is where we tie everything together and build the very foundation that allows all the other steps to work their magic while you sleep. If you've ever woken up feeling flat, sore, and like you've lost a step overnight, this is the step that's going to change the game for you. We're talking about fueling your body for the long haul of the night, turning your sleep from a passive, potentially muscle-wasting state into an active, anabolic construction zone. Specifically, for overnight repair, the king of proteins is casein. Now, you've probably heard all about whey protein. It's fantastic for post-workout recovery because it digests rapidly, flooding your muscles with amino acids almost immediately. Think of it as the sprinter. But overnight, we don't need a sprinter. We need a marathon runner. That's where casein comes in. Unlike whey, casein is slow digesting. It has a unique property. It clots in your stomach. Now, that sounds a little strange, but it's a huge advantage. This gel-like substance forms a reservoir that releases a slow, steady stream of amino acids for hours on end. We're talking up to 7 or 8 hours. This is the absolute foundation of the night crew plan. It's the difference between showing up to a construction site with a full crew and all the materials ready to go, versus having your workers show up with no bricks, no mortar, and no tools. So, how do you put this into practice? Take a casein shake or a casein-rich snack like cottage cheese or Greek yogurt about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. For those who are lactose sensitive or prefer plant-based options, don't worry, you have great alternatives. A high-quality soy protein isolate or a pea and rice protein blend can also provide a slower releasing amino acid profile compared to whey. They might not be quite as slow as casein, but they are excellent substitutes to keep that anabolic signal going. Taking this simple step ensures a continuous supply of building blocks through the entire 8-hour shift your body is putting in. This prevents your body from entering a catabolic state overnight. That's the state where it starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy because it's run out of readily available fuel. Instead, you stay in an anabolic or muscle-building state. You're not just preventing breakdown, you're actively promoting repair and growth. And here's a pro tip. Don't forget about hydration. You lose a surprising amount of water overnight through breathing and perspiration. Having your casein snack with a glass of water, perhaps with a pinch of sea salt or a sugar-free electrolyte tab, helps you stay hydrated. This supports nutrient transport and overall cellular function, making your recovery even more efficient. So, let's assemble the final blueprint. This is your nightly checklist. 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to sleep, prepare your slow protein source. Aim for about 20 to 30 grams of protein. This could be 1 scoop of casein powder, a cup of Greek yogurt, or a cup of cottage cheese. With it, take your supplements. That's your vitamin D if you need it, a moderate dose of vitamin C, and your B complex. And as we discussed, consider a small amount of zinc if your diet or multivitamin doesn't already have you covered. Remember to always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen to make sure it's right for you. And that's it. That's the system. Stop chasing magic pills and quick fixes that promise the world and deliver nothing. True progress comes from consistency and smart, science-backed strategies. Use this consistent night plan. It's not about being perfect every single night, but about building a powerful habit that will pay dividends in your energy, recovery, and results. If this video helped you out and gave you a clear plan of action, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss our future deep dives, and drop a comment below telling me which step you are most excited to try tonight. I want you to start this week. Stick with it for at least 2 weeks and then come back and tell me how you feel. I guarantee you will feel the difference.